Something is stealing my memories, and I don't know how much longer I have left. I don't know how to explain this, but I'll do my best. I'll start at the beginning, or at least what I think is the beginning. I just don't remember. Before anyone asks, my family doesn't have a history of cognitive dysfunction or decline, especially at a young age. Even if they had, it would have been generations ago, and no one really knows about it. I started to notice how little I remembered a few weeks ago. It started small. I forgot where I put my keys. I didn't remember what I ate for breakfast. Things that, while not unusual, didn't happen nearly as often as they started to. It seemed like every day I was searching longer and longer for where I put my keys. I had to start waking up as much as half an hour before my alarm just to find them. Things had seemed to go missing around the house daily, sometimes multiple times a day. 2 weeks ago, that Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure, I had to look for my phone 5 times. After that, I started keeping notes. Then I couldn't find those, so I bought a whiteboard and put it on the wall to try to force myself to remember. That seems to have worked for now. I got concerned when I couldn't remember where I worked. I've worked there for 6 years. I've drove myself there every single shift. How could I forget where I worked? I decided to book a doctor's appointment after that, but the doctor said that nothing was wrong, at least not with my brain. He attributed it to stress, and I just half-heartedly agreed. I guess stress had picked up at work, especially with me forgetting my computer password every day or so. I went on with the idea that it was stress for a few days after that. It wasn't the best explanation, but it worked for me. That was until 2 weeks ago, on Monday, I saw an indent in my bed next to me. I live alone. The first thing I thought was that some creep had come in and stayed there with me. But they hadn't done anything to me in my sleep. It's not that I'm not grateful, it just didn't add up. I looked on the floor for footprints, but there was nothing. All the windows and doors were locked. I don't have a basement, so they couldn't have gotten in through there. No attic either, so no one could be living above me. I had thought about calling the police, but what could they do? Tell me what I already knew? That someone came in and slept next to me but took nothing or did anything? It wasn't worth it to me, but it kept getting worse. I couldn't remember my mom's name. I forgot my address. I forgot how to drive. Last week was the worst, though. I forgot my own name. I had to pull out my driver's license and make sure it was me. I've started forgetting basic skills like walking. I figured I had to make sure I posted this before I forgot how to... I figured I had to make sure I posted this before I forgot how to do whatever I'm doing this. I'm already forgetting the words. Yesterday, I woke up with something holding on to either side of my head and a pain in the back of my head. I couldn't even scream. I just felt like I was being drained. I couldn't see it, but I could tell it wasn't like me. It was so large. I could feel its knees or something like that pressing into my feet. Its hands were even bigger than I can explain. It had 3 fingers. I don't know what was in the back of my head, but it was like it was drilling into my head. It was stealing from me. I could feel myself forgetting. I couldn't move. Whatever it was using to drill into my head was keeping me still. I wanted to reach up and hit it, break the thing it was using to take from my brain. After what felt like years, it was gone. I don't remember it moving. Maybe it took that this morning. I don't know how much longer I have until I don't know anything. It keeps taking and taking and taking, and I have almost nothing left to give. I wish I could do something, but I can't. It's taken everything from me. I don't know why it's doing this to me. All I can do is sit and wait for everything to leave me. It makes me want it to be over with so I can't remember the pain of not knowing. I can hear it walking up behind me. I'm too scared to look. Edit. I feel better now. I think I was just imagining things. Starting to think that my doctor was right and it was just stress or something. Anyhow, sorry for worrying anyone. Thanks so much for listening, guys. A quick shout out to my patrons. Kevin Kess, Sabiel Eclipse, 055555, Cormac Wells, Amara, Matthew Steiner, Cupcake Hips, Alonzo, Mr. Sankofa, Michael Milburn, Kozak, Icy Narrates, Jesse Hartley, Eric Cifuentes, Andreas Anderson London, Lawrence Wallen, Geek Sanctuary, Melissa Perez, and this guy. That is someone's actual username. I love that. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. If there's anything you would like me to pray for, I would love to know how I can be praying for you. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.